Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Wednesday night. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, Bose831 Gaming is live on Twitch, and it's Wednesday night. Welcome to another episode of Bose831's Gaming Twitch live stream series. We're playing Farming Simulator 22 Platinum Edition. We're on the Silverrun Forest map, which is the base map for Farming Simulator 22 Platinum expansion. Even though we're at the point now where we have the Premium Edition release. And the Premium Edition is the latest version of the game. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. And without much further ado, we're going to kind of try to jump right into it. I can't. Nope. Alright, on last week's episode, we had, I'm trying to remember, I'm sorry, kind of got thrown off here a little bit tonight. We had just finished harvesting field number 1, and next up we were going to do our maintenance on the animals on the farm, and the pigs had slurry that we need to take care of, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in and do all of those activities right now. So first thing we want to do is we're going to go over here to our silo on the farm. And we're using barley to feed the chickens, so we want to do the barley first. Alright, normally we try to have we're just gonna take care of the chickens first, and then we'll do pigs and the cows. Next up, GMR for the cows. And we have to do both units. And that's building 1. And that's building 2. And then once we're done there, we'll go ahead and unload our leftover TMR back into our silo on the farm. And then next up, we're going to go ahead and try to do our pig feed. It's the same process. We just do the same process for both buildings. Okay, and we unload the leftover pig feed back in the farm silo, and then next up we're going to go ahead and grab our straw. So we'll cycle over to our straw and unload all of the straw. And straw is used by both the pigs and the cows, so we have 4 stops we have to make to unload all of our available straw. That's the first cow barn, and we want to do the same thing at the second cow barn. And then we want to do the same thing for the pigs. That's one. And this is two. And then as same process, we unload our leftover back into the farm silo. And once we're done with all of those processes, then we want to go to the main menu, the animal menu, and check the status of our animals. Alright, sheep are good, but we normally don't have to feed the sheep as frequently as the other animals. Chickens are done. That's all four chicken coops. And for our pigs, as you can see, the slurry is in the red, so we gotta go ahead and work on that situation as well here, and we'll handle that in just a few. The cows are almost maxed out in slurry, but they're not quite there yet, so we'll have another day probably before we have to do something with the slurry for the cows. Hey, apologies. I'm back online. Like, I'm trying to keep my apologies, folks. I'm trying to keep a solid schedule, but circumstances outside of my control, uh, unfortunately, in my surrounding environment are affecting my ability to do some uh, some of my live streams and keep everything clean through the entire period. So what I'm probably going to have to work on doing is getting it set up where I do pre-recorded screens, but pre-recorded streams. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm just being a little bit discombobulated here, but I don't have a solid setup for doing that right now. I'm still trying to work my way to that point. So just bear with me here. I'm trying to slowly build this thing up and get a cache going where we have all that, and I'm able to have all the equipment and everything I need in place to do those things. I'm almost there, but still got a few things to do. So where was I? All right, so we need to take care of the slurry situation with the pigs, and just trying to see. So let's go to the shop. We're gonna need to have a container to, of course, move the slurry from the pigs barn to the BGA, so that the slurry can be sold and processed for profit. I think in the past we've used. Actually, we want to go to the trailers because with this, I think this is what we've used in the past, right? The little trailer from the TLX set. Where is that at? Yeah, this little guy right here, the liquid trailer from the TLX. Not that one. This one. And that holds 5,000 liters. But the thing is, if we want to be more efficient about what we're trying to do here, we want to go to well, let's see how much. Oh, sorry, hitting the wrong buttons. So we got 51,300 liters here. What do we have total? Let's go, because a quicker way you can see that is from the prices menu. If we go down to slurry here, where we should see the total of all of it. Where is it here? So we got, but it's going to total all for the pigs, cows, and everything. So we got 203,000. That's not the number I need right now. I need the combined number for the pigs, for all the pigs. So that's going to be 51,300 for both. So that's 100 and 100,000 over 100,000, 600,600 liters. Good gosh. So with that in mind, let's go back to our trailers and let's see, animals. So we want something that will move a decent amount of slurry so we don't have to make as many trips. Ideally, if we could find something that will hold about 50,000, then we'll be right in there. Now we could be cheaty and use this TARDIS that will get us 200,000. This version of the TARDIS here, and this is a mod trailer, that will give us 20,000 liters. let's see what other trailer options we may have. Because we don't have a semi, but we can utilize trailers that can be pulled by tractor. See, this one holds 50,000 and it would be perfect for the moment, but it requires a semi and we don't own a semi. There are other ways around that. We could get the actually, just for the sake of doing something a little different, I think I know what we'll do here. We'll get a dolly and let's see. At least a dolly, and we'll work it out with that 50,000 liter trailer. Where was that? Under that was on the trailers, and we'll just get a big boy this time. Although I do have to also keep in mind, do I have a trailer, a tractor with enough horses to pull all of that? We're about to find out. And nothing special. We're just going to lease it just as is and see what we got. So, which one of our tractors has the most horsepower? Alright, so the Massey Ferguson has 220 horsepower, so we'll utilize that one. Alright, so in theory, what we should be able to do here is I should be able to hook up to this dolly trailer and then use the dolly trailer to hook up to the tractor trailer. Like this. Alright, so we got our CZ working. The tractor's not having any trouble pulling it at the moment. But what we're going to run into here is we'll have to see if we get the same behavior once we have a full load. So let's go over here to our pig barns, and we're going to try to get everything turned around in here and see if we can back this whole setup into place. This is going to be a bit of a challenge too, because you got the trailer's trying to swing one way, the dolly's trying to swing another way, so just trying to get everything to cooperate. In fact, we still gotta back it in there, so we gotta figure that part out. Alright, I think that's about as tight as we're gonna get it. So we want to open cover. Alright, and we should get the dialog to start filling, and click on the left trigger, and we got it. So we're loading up slurry now. Alright, so we have 50,000 liters of slurry, and now if we notice, like, we're having a little bit more of a struggle trying to pull everything because now we have a full load. We're moving much slower, but we're still able to move, so I think we'll be able to get it. Alright, so our next stop is the BGA. Now go ahead and close our covers, move out to the BGA. Alright, and we're gonna unload the slurry. Why are we saying slurry is not accepted here? Slurry is accepted here. Okay, that is mind-blowing. Since when? I had to say, like, what? Alright. So we unloaded our slurry. And we need to go into the mini biogas plant menu. And in order for us to turn to process the slurry and turn it into electric charge methane and digestate, which we get paid for, and make a profit, we have to activate that slurry production. So we want to go here to this menu and click activate, and the biogas will now start processing that slurry into those other materials. And we could just come over here and go back around, close our lids, and go pick up our another load. Because I don't think we got everything, all of the slurry from the pig barn that was available, so we'll go ahead and get that last little slither of slurry that's available there, and then we'll go to the second pig barn and pick up that slurry from that one as well. So we're still going to have to make a few trips here, but it won't be as many as we would have had to make with a smaller capacity trailer. So let's go ahead and open our covers and get up to the fill point Look at that. And we are only, what is that, 1,503, another 1,503 liters. Alright. Now getting to this one is going to be a little bit more tricky, so let me see here. Alright, so let's try to turn it around this way. And we're going to come in at this angle slightly, then gonna. Alright, that got it right there. But we're going to try to back up and get a little tighter. Alright, come on, bad boy. Let's do this. There we go. Just have to get it to finesse the right way. There we go. Start filling. Alright, guys. Alright, so we have another load. And as you can see, once we're full loaded up the capacity, it's a challenge getting everything moving again. Okay. Yeah. My brains just went blank here. On getting, how do I get the? Alright, I don't know. I totally forgot how to turn on the beacons. Alright. Anyway, we're headed back to the BGA. I'm gonna load this load. Although this will probably take the BGA past 6 max capacity, so we may not be able to unload the entire load right away. So let's see how everything plays out. Alright, so let's open up. Wait for the trigger to pop. Okay, why am I not seeing the trigger? Okay, I'm not seeing the trigger pop anywhere. There we go. And the BGA only holds a max of 75,000, so once we hit that, we're kind of bottlenecked. So what I'm going to do here, since we know that's at capacity, let's go ahead and close the covers. Hold on. How did I forget how to turn on? Oh, there it is. This one. My mind is just racing all over the place tonight, so I'm kind of forgetting how to do some of the most basic things in the game. But what we're gonna do, what we did here is we just go ahead and disconnect, and we'll go ahead and pick up because we know we have some leftover slurry still in the first pig barn. Well, so what we'll do is we'll go back and pick up that last little slither of slurry that's in there, and while we're doing that, that'll give the BGA a little more time to process what it already has, and then we'll come back and figure out the rest of how we need to unload what we do have. Yep, train's coming through. Alright, we came in too tight and we've kind of got ourselves jammed up here a little bit. Alright, got it unstuck though. Alright, now let's back up here and get this last little 1,000 liters or whatever it is, the slurry that's still left in here. Start filling. Alright, we got that. And then we're going to make a run back over to the BGA one more time. Alright, let's open the covers. And we're waiting on trying to get position for the trigger to pop. Hold on one moment. Okay, and I don't know why the trigger is not popping yet, but let me see if I can kind of line it up. There we go. And still not unloading fast enough. So what we'll need to do in order to kind of speed it up so that we can unload what we have here is we'll have to speed up the time a little bit. So We're going to go to game settings. We're going to go to our time scale, which we normally have set at 3 times speed, and we're going to bump it up to 120 times speed, and we'll just watch the monitor. So yeah, once the time advances, it will eventually unload everything that's in the trailer. Let's see. We're gonna move it up to 240, so that way it'll go a little faster. And once we unload everything in there, then we'll bring it back down to the normal speed that we run it at, and that's 3 times. And we're done. We'll go ahead and close it up. And we're done with the slurry for the pigs, and we have moved everything that we had available over to the BGA. So that's pretty much it. And I don't think we have any need for the trailer, so we can probably go ahead and return this lease, at least for today. But before I do that, I just want to double check to make sure that that is the case. So let's go over. And yeah, the cows still have 2 more days before they, well, maybe 1 more day before they're ready to be distributed. So I could turn this trailer in, or I could keep it until the next business day. Alright, make sure that's attached, move to that unit. I think we'll just go ahead and keep it 1 more day, because we're going to have to turn right back around, at least the same same equipment again. So let me hop over to field 1 and make sure that there's not anything else we need to do on field 1 as far as the setup over there is concerned. It's still saying needs rolling. And we won't be able to plant for another couple of days. All right. Alright, so I think that's everything that we can take care of for today. Just want to check one more spot, so let's bounce over here to our boat yard and double check everything is good there. Alright, we have a demand here for wood beam, floor tiles, and fabric. And we have 233 wood beams, so the demand for wood beam is met. Floor tiles, the demand is 352 liters. We have 2,095. Fabric, we need 1,812. That demand has not been met, so we can drop off some fabric material here, so we can go ahead and take care of that right now. So that's the next thing we're going to do. Alright, and we got that turned around. And we need to grab about 2,000 liters of fabric. And we're going to go over here to the spinnery, grab 2,000 liters of fabric, and then distribute that over to the boat yard. And that's 2. And then close it up. And we'll take that over to the boat yard. And unload. We get paid $10,180 for that, plus their $714 bonus. Alright, the yard should have everything it needs to continue to the next step in the boat building process. Alright, so now we've taken care of everything that we can do on this particular business day. So now I believe we are ready to move on to the next business day, but there is one more thing I need to check. Let's check on field 2. Make sure we're not missing anything over here either. Alright, and the grass, man, we did miss something. The grass on Field 2 is in a ready to harvest state. So that means the grass on the unmanaged field is ready to harvest too. And we totally missed that, so, and it's already in the evening now, so we're just gonna go ahead and cycle to the next day, and then we'll do all the harvesting on the next day. So, hop on over to the farmhouse. Alright, and sleep. Alright, and now we're on day 2 in July. And we'll go through and do all of our normal checks. With the production chains. Alright, so we're going to go to the top of the production chains menu and we'll cycle our way down. See what our needs are. Barrel factories, good. Furniture factories, good. Everything that's in the green, I'm not even gonna really mess with that too much. Flooring factory is good. Shingle factory is good. Art accessories factory is good. Wood turner is good. Pet accessories is good. And that's all we're worried about right at the moment. So let's go ahead and get started. Darn, I did miss. I guess we'll get that lease out, but I really could have turned this lease in. I only need to utilize this truck, and I had a semi the whole time. Wow. Brilliant. Let's go ahead and close cover. Alright. So I didn't need to do the dolly bit or any of that. I already had a semi. Man. I am really killing it tonight, guys. But first up, let's grab our TLX dump trailer, a tippet trailer, and we're gonna circle back around here to the farm silo, grab us some barley, and go ahead and quickly just top off the feed for the animals. And we'll start with the chickens. And remember, what we're working on doing now is just feeding the chickens primarily a barley-based diet. Excuse me. So let's start with the barley. And we don't need to do a full load because that should be plenty. Because we're only really topping off what they have. Alright. Alright, same deal for each chicken coop. And we're just unloading our barley. Alright, that's all 4. So, and same process as before. Once we have unloaded in each of the 4 chicken coops, then we want to bring our leftover barley back over to the main farm grain silo to unload. And then we just want to cycle through all the different feed for the different animals that we have on the farm, and we'll just kind of flow according to what pops up first on the menu. So this time it's total mixed ration, so we'll go there first. And that should be enough, but don't quote me. Let's see. And TMR is for the cows, so we just need to go to both of the cow barns and just get the trailer in position there and unload TMR. See, it didn't need much at all because we just got through doing this like yesterday. You know, technically since we're playing 2-day months, that was half a month ago. There we go. And we're gonna unload. That's all of TMR. Next up is straw. Just making sure that we have enough to properly unload. All right. And we have to do this for all 4 animal pens, so we'll do the cows first, and then we'll go with the pigs. And cows are done, so next you want to go cycle over to the pig pens and do the same thing. Straw. As you can see, that didn't take much. straw again. And once again, unload the leftover material back into farm silo. Right, and next up is pig food. Alright, so we got enough pig food. Let's go over to the pig barns and drop off our pig food. That's one. Alright, and so we have fed the animals basically. Sheep don't need any maintenance at this time, so we're still good with them. Oh yeah, sorry. I had to think about what I was trying to do here. We're gonna go ahead and park the TLX tippet trailer. We don't need that at the moment. We're just gonna bring that over here in this area. Just park it right here for now. Next up, what do we want to do? Let's take a look at our animal menu. And cows are not quite maxed out on soy just yet. So we'll keep the leases that we already have. The only thing we need to worry about returning right now, because we already have a semi out, so we don't need the dollies configuration. So we'll go ahead and attach that. Attach, and we'll return the dolly. So we don't need the dolly. We already paying, excuse me, on a lease for a tractor trailer or a semi truck. Alright, so let's see what else we can get knocked out today. We know we're gonna need to do some mowing today. And if we're not gonna cycle through our production chains supplies, then that will be the next thing that we need to get into. Oh, well, let's take a peek at our boat yard and see how that's going. We did drop off some additional supplies there. Alright. And look, and we got another finished product here. We're about to have a new boat that's all finished up and ready to go to launch in 5 hours and 12 minutes. Alright. But we also know we are ready to mow, so let's go ahead and get our mowing configuration set up. All we need, we already got our tractors and everything. So we want to do, let's see how we want to do this. Let me go. Let's go over here to the cow barn, and I need to look at what bales we have in storage. Alright, so alright, we have 114 grass bales that are 3,500 liters in size. We have 4 round bales that are 3,433 liters in size. We have 9,000 liter square bales of straw. Alright, so I'm trying to decide what type of baler I need to lease. And we want to use the balers from the liftable bales pack mod that we have installed. But we know now that the square bales are more efficient. So the next thing just becomes which baler do you want to use? And that's just kind of a personal preference thing. Let's see here. 78, that's 84. Why is that 164? Alright. Yeah. So we're gonna do silage this time. We haven't done any silage bells yet. Let's see. Um, just kind of thinking out loud. I don't want to go crazy. I think we'll just do. Is this one? Okay, that's just a straight square baler. But we have, and again, we want to use the ones from the liftable bells pack mod. So we got to go cycle all the way down to those. And then make the determination on if we're going to wrap them for silage or not. That one, that was a bale wrapper for round bales. That's round bales. That's round. Yeah, I'm trying to see, can't even make up my mind which one I want to use. But that's okay. Let's just go with the Kloss, because we haven't used anything from that brand recently. I'm also kind of alright, so release that. And we also want to get a windrower because we will need to put our grass in rows so that it can be picked up by the balers. So we want to go to windrowers. And the piece of equipment that we always use for this job most of the time is this front windrower here. So we'll go ahead and lease that. But of course the most important thing now is what are we going to use for our mowing. So let's go to our mowers and let's see what configuration we're going to use there. And I like to use a butterfly configuration for all of my mowing most of the time because that's going to give us the most coverage. So let's see what equipment we want to do this time. Since we have the little Kubota, wait a minute, which one of our tractors has the weights on it? the Kubota. Massey has the most horsepower, so we'll need to probably do that for the mowing. So going back with that in mind. Okay, this covers 10.5. That's 3.2. This covers 9.2. That's 10.5. That's 9.4. This one covers 12.3. So that's the widest spread. Let's do this setup here, I think. So let's lease this piece and this one. So next we want to go to the shop and pick up the equipment that we leased. Excuse me. Configuration for the mowers attached to the tractor. We're going to bring that out to the field and go ahead and get our mowing done. And then we're going to come back after we finish mowing with the windrower and the baler and make our bales. And then after that, we will then come with a bale loading trailer, pick up our bales, and then transport them over to our cow barns so that we can store our bales. So we're gonna unfold our mowing equipment. Unfold our mower. And in both situations, make sure that the mowers are lowered. And then fire all our equipment up. And we're off. And again, just want to apologize for picking up any background. I won't know how much background we got to run the whole thing back, and then we'll pick that up, because I can't monitor both processes while I'm on live. Alright, and so right now we're just doing field 2, mowing all of the grass on field 2. And once we finish with field 2, then we'll also go mow the grass on the field next to our BGA. And that's kind of like free grass we have there. And we'll go ahead and kind of farm that grass as well. Let me go around and do it, make a headland around the edges of this field before, so that I make it easier for me when I come back in here with the windrower to pick up this grass, so that our baler will have an easier time picking up the grass that we leave behind. As we start to wind this series down, we only got a few more episodes left in this series. I want to thank everyone for tuning in and being patient with me while we continue to try to put some content out there and continue to try to grow this channel. I know, like, some of my streams lately have been a little bit rough, but trying to get all that worked out as much as I can, but there's a lot of different variables that I'm working with right now. I'm doing the best I can for the moment. So again, I just ask that you just bear with me and be patient. Alright, so that should be enough now. So now we should be able to go straight across and finish up the rest of the field going in this direction. And I don't know if this is north, south, east, or west, because there's no compass direction on the map. So alright, we got the mower turned around and we're going back for another pass. Around, come back through once again. And coming through one more time. Oh, gotta straighten that up. That's going at a bad angle. Hold on one moment. Alright. We're close to finishing up this field. Just a few more passes, probably about 3 more, maybe 4, and we'll be done. This lawnmower may have the widest spread out of all of the ones that you could set up in a butterfly configuration. It's certainly not very fast. Alright folks, this is the excitement of mowing. And we're getting close to finishing up this field. And once we finish, then we'll have to come back on with the windrower and the baler. And I haven't decided yet if we're gonna process our bales into silage, because we have a lot of grass bales in storage already, and I don't know if we need that many more. And I thought one of the thought processes was that we kind of pivot over to making our own TMR, so that our farm can be completely self-sufficient. Alright, so we should have 1.5 more cycles and then we'll be done. There's another, and I think this will be the last one. Nope, we'll have to do one more. Happy, happy, joy, joy. That still won't be wide enough to pick it up. Pick up everything from the front to the back. Alright, that's field 2 in a nutshell. And now we're going to do the same process here with this grass fields by the BGA. Unfold the mower, turn it on. Run it back more. And we're off. And we'll just keep it simple. Alright, I turned too wide, so we gotta kind of try to straighten out our equipment here. Just barely have enough horsepower to get everything turned around. That's the first issue. And we get as close to the edge as we can. That's pretty close. Oh, until we do that. What we want to try to do is ride the edge without running into the fence, but it's easier said than done. Because number one, it implies that I can keep this thing in a straight line. That's a greater challenge than it might seem. Alright, get it a little bit more of a challenge in getting everything turned around and getting where we need to get and getting everything mowed, but we are working it out bit by bit. So kudos for that. I'm not going to get every blade of grass in this area, but just want to try to get as much as we can. Then we'll just use this piece of equipment, I guess, to go around all of the entire edge of the field, effectively creating a headland. But we are not going to use AI workers for completion of this job. We're doing this all manually. Alright, let's see if we can get this lined up pretty close to the fence again this time. Already failed. Alright, let's go. Alright. I keep getting a little too close, so that's why we keep having some of the same problems. But we are going to work that out as well. Alright, there we go. If I can get this thing straightened out here. We have some more grass here. Alright, we're coming up on the end of tonight's episode. Thank everyone for tuning in tonight. All right. Don't know if I'm a big fan of this mower because it has the widest spread, but it's not very fast. It definitely has the widest spread. That also makes it a little harder to control as well. Alright, we're still trying to push through. And let's see. I think maybe we might be able to get this entire field done before we sign off tonight. I don't know why the lawnmower is running out of horsepower when it gets down to this end of the field. I'm thinking maybe it's a little surface is a little bit elevated there, even though you can't clearly see that it is. All right, we're coming up on the last 5 minutes tonight. All right. Okay, everyone, it's time for me to go into my normal closing spiel on this series. I am Bose831 Gaming on most of your major social media platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, so on and so forth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love. Let me know what you don't. But either way, let me know, let me know, let me know. The only way I can improve and get better is with your feedback, and let me know what you want to see, and I can put that content out here. and, and as I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? This is Bose831 Gaming, and this is another Twitch live stream episode. And again, alright. Like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? And I will catch you on the flip side. I hope everyone has a great night, day, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. And I'll catch you on the next episode. Hopefully, barring any crazy unforeseen circumstances, we will be back on track for our normally scheduled Saturday episodes. Alright, that's all I got. Alright, so when we come in on the next episode of the series, we'll do our wind rows, we'll do our baling, and we'll decide whether we're going to do grass or silage or some kind of combination. But I'll catch up with everyone on the next episode of the series. Thanks